Students, this is class 12th mathematics chapter 7 integrals. In that integrals chapter a concept called which is partial fractions. In these partial fractions you should know what is a rational fraction first. Any fraction is of the form p of x by q of x where p of x and q of x are polynomials in one variable x called a rational fraction. You know very well every polynomial will have a degree. If degree of p of x is less than degree of q of x, you can say that p of x by q of x is called a proper rational fraction. For example, x minus 1 by x square plus 2x plus 3. It is a proper rational fraction since the denominator degree is 2, the numerator degree is 1. So, numerator degree is less than denominator degree. It is a proper rational fraction. But if I take like this, x square plus 2 by x square plus 1, this time it is improper rational fraction because degree is equal. And if I take x cube plus x square minus 1 by x minus 2, degree of the numerator is more than the degree of the denominator. Here degree is 3, numerator degree is 3, denominator degree is 1. So when it is degree of the numerator is more than the degree of the denominator, you can say that it is also an improper fraction. So the proper fraction means degree of the numerator must be less than degree of the denominator. Then you can say that p of x by q of x is called a proper rational fraction. So if degree of p of x greater than or equal to degree of q of x, then p of x by q of x is called improper rational fraction. Anyway, that's what many examples I gave you now. So that is improper rational fraction. Now listen, and then whenever you face an improper rational fraction, that means you can do the division. You can perform the division. That means, for example, if you see x square plus x plus 1 by x minus 1. So in 8th standard you learned this concept, divide polynomial by polynomial, division of polynomials. So you can divide, then you can write like this. This is t of x is nothing but quotient. What is t of x? T of x is quotient of the division. This p1 of x is there, that is the remainder of the division. Remainder of the division. And q of x is the divisor, whatever it is there. Divisor. So if you write like this, then you can say that every improper fraction can be written as sum of a polynomial plus a proper fraction. Sum of a polynomial and a proper fraction. For example, you look here. If it is x plus 2 by x plus 1, I can write this one as 1 plus 1 by x plus 1. Is it or not? You calculate, see. X plus 1 plus 1 by x plus 2, right? We'll get it or not? See, calculate if you want. So this is improper rational fraction. It is 1 plus a proper rational fraction. If it is there like this, see, look, x square minus 3x plus 2 by x plus 1. So divide it, x plus 1, x square minus 3x plus 2. If I divide, I get x or x square. So x square plus x, then minus 4x plus 2 will come, because minus minus cancel karo. Then what will happen next? It is minus 4s, so minus 4x minus 4, then plus plus, then you get 6. Then you can write this one as x minus 4 is the quotient plus 6 by x plus 1. So this is polynomial, this is proper rational fraction. Like that, every improper rational fraction can be expressed as sum of a polynomial and a proper rational fraction. So you can, this is very useful in while doing integration. The division is very important. So writing proper rational fraction as sum of simpler proper rational fractions which can be integrable is called a partial fraction decomposition. What is partial fraction decomposition means? Writing every proper rational fraction as sum of simpler proper rational fractions which can be integrable. So you will understand while learning the problems. What is the statement? You just read the statement after knowing the types of partial fractions, so that you will understand it. What is it? It may be now you may not be understanding, but after knowing everything, you just read it again, you will understand it. Okay, let me go to the next point. Let us see the types of partial fractions decomposition for a proper rational fraction p of x by q of x. That means this partial fraction concept we use when the rational fraction is a proper rational fraction. Otherwise, you will have to perform the division, then use the partial fractions concept. Okay. So depends. Now the type 1. In the partial fractions, the type 1 will be like this. See, look at this. The denominator expressing q of x means denominator as product of distinct linear factors. Expressing the denominator as product of distinct linear factors. Like, see, there are two distinct linear factors in the denominator. You should write as a by x minus 1, x minus a plus b by x minus b. This way of writing is called partial fractions decomposition. So here x minus a, x minus b, x minus c in the denominator. The degree of the numerator is 2. The degree of the denominator is 3, because after multiplication I get x cube. So this is a proper rational fraction. So you can write this partial fractions decomposition as a by x minus a plus b by x minus c, x minus b plus c by x minus c. Okay. So let us have an example now. How to do it? See this one. Evaluate 2x minus 3 by x minus 1 into x plus 2 integration. So we have to integral this one. Integrate this one. To do that, see, first of all I use the partial fractions decomposition. That is 2x minus 3 by x minus 1 into x plus 2 can be written as two proper partial fractions, which are a by x minus 1 plus b by x plus 2. A by x minus 1 plus b by x plus 2. So that what will happen now, I got the second step. 2x minus 3 is equal to a into x plus 2 plus b into x minus 1. How we got this one? By taking, see, listen very carefully. How I got this one is by taking this numerator to this side and multiplying to the fractions. For example, if I multiply here x minus 1 into x plus 2, if I multiply, what will happen? X minus 1 get cancelled, a into x plus 2 milega. So and then for the same way, in the same way, if I multiply here x minus 1 into x plus 2, x minus 1 get x plus 2 gets cancelled. What will get cancelled? X plus 2 gets cancelled, b into x minus 1 will come. So that's kind of simplification will be done everywhere in this partial fractions concept. So after writing the given proper rational fraction as sum of simpler partial fractions decomposition, then you will get this step. So here the task is, why do we do like this? First of all, you will have a question, sir, why are you doing like this? The question is, instead of integrating this one, instead of integrating this one, I integrate this and this. Easy, no? A by x minus 1 integration is a log mod x minus 1, because it is constant, and b by x plus 2 integration is b log mod x plus 2. So because b is constant, so that's a plus c will come anyways. That means here the task is to find out the values of a and b. If I know the values of a and b, I integrate this two instead of integrating this one very easily. So let me explain a process of finding that a and b values by nullifying the factors. Means by nullifying the factors means by making the factors as 0. See, this x minus 1 will become 0 when x is equal to 1. So that this will be 0. So x is equal to 1, substitute in this one completely. 2 into 1 minus 3 is equal to a into 1 plus 2. So that after calculation I get a as minus 1 by 3. And then x is equal to minus 2. You will have a question now. Why sir is taking such kind of values only? Because I am getting by substituting x is equal to minus 2, I am getting one of the factor is 0. Look at this. Right? One of the factor is 0. That's why I am substituting x is equal to minus 2. So substitute x is equal to minus 2 everywhere of this expression. This is very, very important. Now whatever the values I am taking for x, I am substituting in this expression. Which expression? In this expression. So take the simplest values which can be easily we can find out the values of capital A and capital B. After substitution, I will get b is equal to 7 by 3 after simplification. Then substitute that a value and b value after finding integration. So it is a log mod x minus 1 plus b log mod x plus 2, where a value is minus 1 by 3 substituted here, where b value is 7 by 3 substituted here. Then found the integration. So the alternate version for this partial fractions question, when there is a two factors in the linear factors in the denominator, the alternate version we know by using special integrals. By using special integrals, you multiply this two, you will get a quadratic linear expression by quadratic expression. You learnt already this one. So that will be quite longer than the process which you had here. right? Better to have using partial fractions if the denominator can be factorized as two different linear factors. Okay, next question. See here, evaluate 3x square minus 1 by x plus 1 into x square minus 4. So let's just take 3x square minus 1 by x plus 1 into x square minus 4 as 3x square minus 1 divided by x plus 1 into x minus 2 into x plus 2, because x square minus 4 can be factorized. That means we can express this as denominator of this one as distinct linear factors. Now immediately three linear factors are there in this integrand, so we can use the partial fractions decomposition to do this one as a by x plus 1 plus b by x minus 2 plus c by x plus 2. So by sending the denominator to the right side and multiplying to each and every fraction, you get 3x square minus 1 is equal to in this. Now by taking the x values, by nullifying the factors, we will get first step by taking x is equal to minus 1. If I take x is equal to minus 1, this upper here, this is, look at this, these two becomes zeros, this will be remains. So 3 into minus 1 whole square is equal to minus 1 is equal to a into minus 1 minus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 2. Substituted x is equal to minus 1 in that, then in that way I got a value as minus 2 by 3. Similarly, by substituting x is equal to 2, by substituting x is equal to minus 2, we get the b value and c value also. So this expression is very important. No? Try to understand. Next, same way, after getting all ABC values, substitute that ABC values after integrating this. It is a log mod x plus 1 plus b log mod x minus 2 plus c log mod x plus 2 plus c. Okay, then you will get finally answer as minus 2 by 3 log mod x plus 1 plus 11 by 12 log mod x minus 2 plus 11 by 4 log mod x plus 2 plus c. Understood? Now let us see the type 2. This is these two models are when the denominator can be expressed as product of different linear factors, those two models. Now the second model is when the denominator is expressed as repeated and distinct linear factors. When the denominator is expressed as repeated and distinct linear factors, what is that? See here, px plus q by x minus a whole square. That means x minus a whole square is having two factors, which is x minus a and x minus a. So this time I have to write like this. Partial fraction decomposition will be like this: a by x minus a plus b by x minus a whole square. Why it is like this? In earlier, like in 8th standard and 9th standard, you will have LCM. So you see, when the denominators are like this, 2 and 4, like this is there, what is the LCM of this 2? You will take 4 only, because it is 2 and it is 2 square. So when I write the simplest fractions 3 by 2 plus 4 1 by 2 square, the LCM is 2 square only. That is the reason. So when the denominator is having 2 square, it can be the composition of two proper fractions which is having the denominator 2 and 2 square. So that's why when x minus a whole square is there, it is the composition of two partial fractions which having the denominators x minus a and x minus a whole square. So similar way, one more it is there. So it is x minus a into x minus b whole square is there. That time you should write a by x minus a plus b by x minus b plus c by x minus b whole square. So three factors now these are. Two equal factors, one different factor. So you can write like this. So you know very well, once you take the partial fractions decomposition like this, the denominator will be sent to the right side and multiplied to the each and every fraction. Here also same situation will happen. Multiply to the each and every fraction, the denominator should be. Then you get an expression. In that expressions, we substitute the values of x for our convenience to find out the capital A, B, C values. Okay. Now, example related to this. Now look at this. This is integration of 3x minus 1 by x plus 1 into x square minus 1. First write this x square minus 1 as x plus 1 into x minus 1. So there will be 2x plus 1. So x plus 1 whole square into x minus 1. That means it is of type 2. It is of type 2. If that is like this, the question, see, 3x minus 1 by x plus 2 into x square minus 2x minus 3x x square minus 3x plus 2. Then it is 3x minus 1 by, I get x plus 2 into x minus 1 into x minus 2. So it is a different linear factors. So this is of type 1. This is type 2 because x plus 1 and x plus 1, after taking x square minus 1 factorization, after taking this x square minus 1 factorization as x plus 1 into x minus 1, I can write x plus 1 whole square. So it is of type 2. So you will have to identify, must be able to identify which way I will have to do this one. So by factorizing. So if I cannot factorize this x square minus 1, for example, if it is there 3x minus 1 by x square plus 1, this time what should I do? This time I will have to go for another method which is type 3. I will explain. Okay, look at this. Now the very first you write 3x minus 1 by x plus 1 in whole square into x minus 1 as a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 1 whole square plus c by x minus 1. Take this to the denominator to the right side and multiply to the each and every fraction. Then you get this expression. Then this expression utilization is more. We know very well. So the very first you take in this expression, take x is equal to 1. So 1 means this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be left. So 3 into 1, right side, left side you can substitute and right side you can substitute. Where I am not taking a and b because they will become zeros. So c value will come 1 by 2. And x value 1 only, why should I take? I can take any value, but I am taking x is equal to 1. As for my convenience, sum of the factors becomes 0. That is the reason. Next, to take x is equal to minus 1. If I take x is equal to minus 1, this will become 0 and this will become 0. I can able to find out b value. I get b value as 2, c value as 1 by 2. Now what value must be taken? Because I identified that x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1 from these factors. But now 2 factors are there, 2 values I got for x values. Now what should I take? That time, now when it is over, that is you will have to take, because you got only 2 values. What is that? B, c and b. More a value is left. For that you take according to your wish any convenient value. That you take x is equal to 0. Better. Simplification will be more easy. 3 into 0 minus 1 is equal to, both sides you will have to substitute. So that you will get, where I substituted x is equal to 0 in this, so that I get an expression with ABC. So b and c values, anyway we know the values of b and c. Substitute in this so that you will get a value also. What is the a value? Minus 1 by 2. So we got a value, b value, c value. A is equal to minus 1 by 2, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 1 by 2. Substitute all these values in this after integrating. Look, it is the integration of this one is a log mod x plus 1 plus b, it is x plus 1 whole power minus 2. As it is in the denominator, I can write it as x plus 1 whole power minus 2. So minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1, n plus 1 by n plus 1 formula. And the third one is c log mod x minus 1 plus c. Now ABC values, you can substitute what you found it. This c is integral constant. Okay, then finally you will reach the answer. This is of type 2, when the repeated linear factors are there, we do in this method. Now type 3, when the denominator is a linear and a non-factorizable quadratic expression. One is linear and another one is non-factorizable quadratic expression. So the thing is, it is x minus a is linear, another one is x square plus bx plus c is quadratic. Non-factorizable means what? When I can factorize, it goes to type 1 or type 2. When I can factorize this, it goes to type 1 or type 2. When it is non-factorizable, I should use this method. The partial fractions decomposition will be like this. It is a by x minus a plus bx plus c by x square plus bx plus c. So try to remember. In this way we will take, and we will just take, then after that we will go for integration. Look at that one example. Evaluate x square plus x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x square plus 1 into dx. So that is x square plus x plus 1 by x plus 2 into x square plus 1 can be written as a by x plus 2 plus bx plus c by x square plus 1, because x square plus 1 cannot be factorized. If I can factorize that, I go for type 1 or type 2 models. Okay, so x square plus x plus 1 can be written as a into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 2, because of, you know very well, by sending denominator. How do we get this one? Means by sending this one to right side and multiplying to this partial fractions decomposition, you get this one. Now as I told you, this expression is very important. First substitute x is equal to minus 2 because a factor becomes 0 na? So where I am substituting x is equal to minus 2, I am substituting x is equal to minus 2 here. So if I substitute x is equal to minus 2 in this, what I will get? Left hand side minus 2 whole square plus minus 2 plus 1, right hand side a into minus 2 whole square plus 1. Okay. So then finally I get a is equal to 3 by 5. A is equal to 3 by 5. Now what should be substituted for x value? Because x is equal to minus 2, only one source we have. Because one factor is x plus 2. Then now you go to substitute x is equal to 0. Convenient value. Any convenient value. Better you take very smallest value and which is feasible, which you have not used earlier. So x is equal to 0 I took. Substitute it on the expression. Which expression? In this expression. Then you get c value. 2c is equal to 2 by 5. C is equal to 1 by 5. We got a value, c value. Or we have to get b value. How to get b value means take x is equal to 1 now. You can take x is equal to anything, but take very simple value and very less value. X is equal to 1 in which expression I have to take? If I take x is equal to 1 in this expression, I get b value calculation. After that, substituting b value, after substituting x is equal to 1 in this expression and taking c value and a value also substituting, c is equal to 1 by 5, a is equal to 3 by 5, I get b is equal to 2 by 5 finally. Calculations you must be very careful. Then after getting ABC values, substitute all ABC values in the expression in this one. It is integration of a by x plus 2 plus bx plus c by x square plus 1. So 3 by 5 into x plus 2 plus 2 by 5x plus 1 by 5 by x square plus 1 into dx. Then what should be done? How to do integrate? Now we use special integrals concept. This one anyway done. This one easily we get logarithm, log mod x plus 2. And this one 2 by 5 splitting the fraction now. 1 by 5 into 2x by x square plus 1. Cleverly we wrote 2x here. Reason, denominator I can take is t. I can take as t. So x square plus 1 is equal to t. 2x dx is equal to dt. That's why star was picked. Okay. 1 by 5. Then after that 1 by 5. This one integration is 1 by 5 tan inverse x. So only this one is, this star is there na. This one is left. So 1 by 5 dt by t. Because substitution method was used. So 1 by 5 log mod t. Substitute what is t. Then you get this. This is of type 3. Type 3 when the denominator cannot be having a quadratic expression and which cannot be factorized. So special types. Look at this special types. Now here integration of x square minus 2 by x square plus 1 into x square plus 2. They are all the expressions of pure quadratic. That means middle terms are not there. When they are like that, you take x square is equal to y for partial fractions decomposition only. So then you get y minus 2 by y plus 1 into y plus 2. So then y minus 2 by y plus 1 into y plus 2 can be expressed as partial fraction decomposition as a by y plus 1 plus b by y plus 2. Then you know very well the denominator will be sent to the right side and multiplied to the numerator both the fractions. Then you get this expression. And in this one we will have to substitute what is y values, minus 1 and minus 2. How we got minus 1 and minus 2? Y plus 1 is 0, y plus 2 is 0, then that values we have to substitute. Otherwise here also you can take, see, y plus 1 is 0 means y is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, y into a into 1 will come. So a value will come. Similarly y is equal to minus 2 substitute karo, then you get b value 4. Then finally substitute a b values in this, then you get like this, minus 3 by y plus 1 plus 4 by y plus 2. Then what will happen next? See, then what is y? I took y is for my convenient, not for substitution method. So x square, substitute y is equal to x square. Now integrate, minus 3 integration 1 by 1 plus x square plus 4 integration 1 by x square plus root 2 whole square. Both the times tan inverse formula, special integral tan inverse formula, 1 by a tan inverse x by a. After applying the tan inverse formula, we get finally this answer. This is a special type where I have to take x square is equal to y and I have to do. So few more models are there in the special types which I am going to discuss in the exercise. So And also one more, this model also will come in the exercise. I'll discuss there, and here also I'll discuss. Please try to understand it. When there is dx by x into a into x power n plus b, whenever you see like this, outside only one x and inside a x power n plus b is there, take that x power n common, force common it is. That means x power n cannot be taken common, even though I am taking common, so that a x power n changes to, look at this, a x power n will be a and b will be alone here, but I have taken x power n out, so b can be written as b into x power minus 1 minus n. So that is called force common. So then what will happen next? Then what will happen? X into x power n is x power n plus 1, a plus b into x power minus n. This one you have to take as t. So then what will happen now? See, x power n plus 1 can be to go to the numerator, and x power minus n minus 1 into dx by a plus b x power minus n, which can be taken as I. Now take the denominator as t. Look at that. What will happen? A derivative 0, b into minus n into x power minus n minus 1 into dx is equal to dt. So then what will happen? I want x power minus n minus 1 dx only. So which are not required, like this one. See, x power minus 1 minus n minus 1 into dx only needed. That's why b into minus n should be sent to the right side. So I get x power minus n minus 1 dx is equal to minus 1 by bn into dt. Then finally we can express this integration as this one as like this, and this one also minus 1 by bn into 1 by t dt. So what is 1 by t integration? Log mod t minus 1 by bn into log mod t. What is t? Substitute in this, then you will get. This is one more model. So like this, more questions will be discussed in the exercise also. Please try to watch the next video for better understanding and for more illustrations and for more exercise problems. Okay, so hope you understand all the models of partial fractions decomposition, and you can read the statements, everything, everywhere, whatever it is given. Go through the notes also, you will understand properly. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you.